last Envision community webinar for the year. We're just waiting for a few more folks to join us, and we'll get started in just a couple of minutes. Thank you.
We'll wait for 2 more minutes.
Hello, everybody, wherever you are. This is Vanessa from Envision, and I'm really glad to welcome you today to the last community webinar for us, at least this year. We've combined the two together, and we're going to actually take a moment to reflect. I think in our busy lives, so much has been happening, especially this year. So we're going to go through some of those milestones, a couple of those things with you. And then we're also going to just go through some other news and look ahead to. And of course, take your questions and answers at the end, which we always look forward to. So have them ready. I always talk about the housekeeping, but just for consistency, we are recording today live and streaming it on YouTube. And you can go back to that later, and we'll be sharing that link afterwards on our socials and community channels. We're going to do our best to answer all the questions that we can at the end in the Q&A session. So please keep those questions for then. And if you're invited to speak by Kartik, the keystroke to mute and unmute yourself is Alt-A for Windows and Command plus Shift plus A for Mac. But you can also ask your questions on Zoom using the Q&A window and using the raised hand function as well. And of course, if you're joining us on YouTube, just use the chat function there, and my colleague Amrit will be in there to pick out any questions as we go forward. So thank you. I'm now going to just pass the virtual mic back to Kartik, who are actually in the same room today, who's going to take us through a quick recap of the year. Thanks, Kartik.
Awesome. Yeah, so thanks a lot, Vanessa, and welcome everyone to another exciting, like a webinar. It's hard to believe it's already end of the year. So much has been happening. It's been pretty electric, the whole year, for us, with all the changes, all the updates, all the new things that we've been trying to invent and build and sort of constantly keep improving on what we're offering. I think that's the one thing we always look back on is that one year is never the same as the year before. Every year, we sort of are always trying to push the envelope of what's possible and like what's next. So we do take a lot of your pride in being your pioneers in this field, and you're pushing the envelope a bit more ahead, just making sure there is innovation, there is your progress happening within this industry and within the community, that this industry uh, does not get overlooked, and that whatever is the latest and like the greatest is being brought in whichever form and fashion within this community. So let's just take a quick like a look back at some of the milestones. Of course, it's almost impossible to go through everything because we did your try and it was just too long. So yeah, here are some of the highlights that I would say that have been memorable for us through the year. I think we started the year off with a good dose of encouragement. We won the Apple Viz David Goodwin Award. This was an award by the community, which was voted on by the community, and it was really your heartwarming for us to sort of get this appreciation. I think of all the awards out there, I think this is the one that means the most to us because this is one of the awards that the community like votes for and decides for. So this is like probably the only meaningful award for us where it is directly from people who use our your products every day. Uh, we followed that up with officially launching like this year Ally, which is our AI assistant for accessibility. We sort of combined all the years of like work and progress that we have done in building your cutting edge AI for accessibility and offering that in a new interface by making it conversational, by making it agentic, where all you needed to do was just ask a question, and our AI agent will figure out, uh, like what's the best way to offer you an answer. A lot of you have been instrumental in beta testing, offering us early your feedback and informing us exactly how you want an AI assistant that is built from the ground up for accessibility should feel like, should look like. And we have done our best to incorporate those feedback and to build something truly meaningful. And it's not just that we launched a product, we launched four of them, right? We had to launch Ally on iOS, on Android, on the web, and on smart glasses. So that's like four very different platforms that we had to launch it on. And any of you out there who has any experience with developing software, like know the pain it takes to make sure your app works natively on each of these your platforms, offering like the utmost accessibility on each of this platform. But we did put in the effort because that's what we believe. Your accessibility is not just the fact that it's accessible by just being accessible to a screen reader, but we do want it to be available on as many devices as possible so that everybody in the world, across the regions, across the continents, can all have access to it. And that's something that we take a lot of pride in, that we were able to, make this app available in all of these different platforms. And we've been constantly improving since that, March, sort of like launch that we did. We added new voices. We have added a lot of like new features. We added shortcuts. We added ability for people to like to customize their allies the way they want to. We added different modes in which people can talk to. So it's been a lot of different just like conversations that we've had. And in May, we hit a milestone of 1 million ally conversation your minutes. So in the month of May, in just the month of May, people spoke for 1 million minutes on Ally, and we were blown away by just thinking about that, right? If you just wait a bit and just take a beat and think how many hours of conversation that is, and it's all useful, like meaningful conversation where people are asking for information or all kinds of information around them, and that's mind-boggling. So we just took a look under the hood to see what that a number is, and we've reached over 8 million ally conversations in 2025 alone. That's no small feat. I think it's incredible that I think a company of our size is able to, like deliver and scale such a product for thousands of users around the world. But yeah, I think it's again, you're all owed to you, the users, the people who have been engaging with us, because it's you who have been talking to Ally for 8 million minutes in the year, which is mind-boggling. We also did something really cool with Ally where we sort of expanded the ability of Ally to also be available to enterprises, organizations, event spaces, and so on and so forth. So we struck some very interesting partnership with museums. So especially in San Francisco, we worked with the Asian Arts Museum. We worked with the like a Museum of Arts and a museum, like a museum of a craft and a design in San Francisco. And what we did was we built for them a version of Ally that understands all the artwork in the museum. So when a blind or a low vision a visitor enters that a museum, they can simply open up your Ally on their phone, and they can actually ask Ally to describe the artwork, and it will do that in very great like detail. And this is the work that we did with a community based in San Francisco called the Blind P- P- Posse. And a blind posse is this amazing, group of people who have been lobbying, like museums in the area on how to be more accessible, on how to do things more accessibly, and they sort of, taught us what's the best way to, to like describe art or any piece of artwork in like for somebody who is blind or have low vision. So we sort of took a lot of their lessons and learnings to build a version of Ally that was, crafted for a great museum experience. And when we opened this up, people who were visiting the museums had an incredible experience. This was an experience unlike the one they had ever had before. A lot of people said that they just avoided going to a museum all their lives. But now, for the first time, they sort of see that they can also experience art the way everybody else is doing. So this is sort of was a really good a milestone for us because it validated the idea that the way we have built Ally is scalable, and if we sort of partner with the right enterprises and organizations, we can make Ally become the interface for users to interact with all these different kind of spaces and venues around the world, right? So, think airports, think hotels, think about any event space that you've gone to which you haven't found to be very accessible. So if Ally can extend a partnership with them and teach Ally about everything that is there to know about that space, that could become a lot more accessible than what it is today. So that was incredible. But then in August, we sort of took it a step further. We struck a partnership with a company called Solos, which is based in Hong Kong, where we took their glasses, made it work very smoothly with Ally, and we offered something called Ally Solos glasses. We launched it as a pre-order campaign in August, and in a parallel started the development of Ally Solution glasses, and we sold over 1,000 pairs of glasses. That was much beyond what we had anticipated. So we want to again just thank all of you for all the love and support that you showed us with this your product. So it was a bit overwhelming, but our development team put their heads down to like figure out in such a short time span how to get these glasses to work very seamlessly with Ally, and we have achieved that to a very great degree. Of course, because of the quantity of the orders, the shipment did take a bit longer, but I'm proud to say that we started shipments in October as was promised. So we like shipped over 200 to 300 glasses in October itself, and we have been like continuing to fulfill shipments since, and now we're almost done shipping all the pre-order that we have had so far. So it's been an incredible journey for us to see people get their hands on it, like start using it, offering us feedback, and it's been pretty incredible for us. Like our team has really been overwhelmed because when you ship 1,000 glasses, you get 1,000 people asking you all sorts of like the questions about the glasses. So definitely our support team has been overwhelmed, and probably a lot of you have experienced that as well, that we have been taking a bit longer to reply to people than what we normally do on our support. But yeah, we are still a small team. We're still a humble team. We're still trying our best to get back to as many of you as possible. But yeah, it's been incredible to see this just support, and it's a indication that like you're doing something right to earn this love and support that all of you have shown. So with that, I want to end with a gratitude towards all of you for all the amazing support you've shown us all through the year. And I think this makes for us an exciting, sort of like a segue into what's in store for your next year. So I'm going to pass that on to the other Ka- Ka- Karthik in the team, who is going to talk a bit about what's in store for us in 2026.
Okay. So that's definitely leaving the harder part to me, looking into the future. Um, so I think we've always been at Envision, there have been some guiding principles for us in terms of the products we build, in terms of how we build them and what kind of features do we put into our products and so on, right? I think the guiding principle for us has always been keep the focus on accuracy, make sure that the AI products that we continue to push are as accurate and are as reliable as possible. Then another key focus for us has to always been make our products and make the AI more accessible. And we have done that in a number of ways. From being able to back when we released the Envision app, we've been bringing down the costs of the app over a period of time, and we eventually were able to make it free. We brought a lot of features on the Envision glasses offline when we first started. And that's something that you can expect us to follow in 2026 as well. And then, the third guiding principle is to make Envision available on as many platforms as possible. That's why, like, KM mentioned, we took the hard route of making the Envision app available on as many platforms when we first launched the app. And similarly, when the Ally app came out, we've been focusing on making Ally available on as many platforms as possible. So that's also been one of our core guiding principles, right? So from that perspective, 2026, for from the perspective of reliability and accuracy, I think you can expect us to bring a lot of that into being able to read text with Ally. I know a lot of you all love some of the features on the Envision, glasses and the Envision app. Particularly with scan text, particularly with being able to access certain features, in different, through different modes, and also being able to expect reliability. So as we go into next year, though we might not, our focus will shift from continuing to add big features, to making the AI itself a lot more reliable, more accurate, and being able to push the envelope on that as much as possible. So you can expect more, types of documents to be able to read by Envision. You can expect Envision to be able to help you decipher complex graphs, complex layouts. All of that is definitely coming to Envision. So reading and reliability in reading is going to be a big focus for us next year. You can also expect us to bring Ally or parts of Ally offline. We have already done that. We have been partnering with Google and the Gemini team to incorporate Gemini Nano, even in our earlier features on the Envision app. You can expect a lot of the functionality on the on Envision Ally itself to work offline, which means that Ally becomes a lot more accessible. The AI becomes more accessible. You might not need an active internet connection always. And this is a very fast evolving field. So we'll start off with maybe on select Android devices and eventually kind of work our way towards, iOS and the glasses and all of these different aspects, right? So just imagine being able to talk to Ally, get things done from Ally, but entirely offline. That's something that you can expect from us in 2026. The third thing is more platforms, more places Ally is going to be available on. That's something that we've put a lot of focus on this year by bringing Ally to iOS, Android, the web, and the Ally Solos glasses and the Envision glasses. Going into 2026, you can definitely expect us to bring Ally onto more platforms, more glasses, potentially. You can definitely expect to be able to use Ally wherever there is a computer, wherever there is an access to an internet connection, Ally will be present. And that's the aim that we're working towards in the coming year. And lastly, I think, our big focus is on trying to bring more modalities to Ally. So just like how today people are able to talk to Ally through speech, text Ally through, through text messages. We're also hoping to bring video as well, so people could, in the future, just stream their video live to AI and have a conversation with it. There are some early versions of that we will put out over the next year, and you can definitely expect that to become the primary way of interacting with Ally in 2026. Just being able to put on a pair of glasses, and then turning on your video stream, and then just having a seamless conversation with Ally back and forth. Those are some of the things that you can expect from 2026. Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Kartik. And thank you, Kartik. Great updates from the guys. And looking back, it really has been a phenomenal year. I also just wanted to take a moment just to give everybody an update from the event that we've been holding for the last 5 years on November the 11th, mostly here in Rotterdam, but we have also held this event in other parts of the Netherlands, also in the US, called Inclusive Innovations. And this is our chance to pay back into young starting up companies or ideas, even sort of even prototypes that are being developed to create a more inclusive world. So where we were in 2017, there was nothing like this. And so it's a pet project from Kartik and I, and we had the event. It was great. We've just literally today put up the a blog about that and a review. There's lots of really cool videos up on our YouTube channel, actually on a playlist called Inclusive Innovations 2025. And we'll be promoting that as well. So do take a look at it. It's very, very cool. We had all sorts of cool and wonderful innovations that companies came to talk about. We even had two young guys over from China. It was amazing what they're doing there. So if you're interested in tech and assistive technologies, do check it out and feel free to join our Slack group as well, where we talk about those things. So from my side, that's about it. I think we are ready to start and open up for questions and answers. So I'm going to hand that over to Kartik to drive that. The lights have just gone off in our office. Oh no, we're back. Go ahead, Kartik. I think we've got some in the chat group here.
Cool. All right, then, yeah, let's open up the floor. We'll start with some of the questions that we already have. Just to recap, you can just ask a question to us using the Q&A feature within Zoom. You can also just like raise your hands, and we will be bringing people who have raised their hands onto the panel, so you can just ask us your question directly. And if you're on a YouTube, just like drop a comment in the chat. We have people who will be monitoring that and helping us as well. Right. There's a question from like David. David says the solos smart classes allow you to control the AI by saying "Hey solos." Could this be developed by Ally to control the classes by saying "Hey Ally"? If not, why not? Um, we are sort of looking into this, David. I think one of the reasons we sort of don't want to do it is mainly because uh, we, you have to then always keep the app open and active for this to work. And the microphone on the glasses then are also always on and active, and that really like drains the battery. So we sort of are right now choosing not to trade off for that. Also, there is a workaround where you can always invoke Siri or Google Assistant to invoke Ally. So you necessarily don't need us to sort of build like a Hey Ally as its own thing. You can simply just create a shortcut and do the Siri as a workflow. So people who do really want it, they have the options to do it. So that's why in the short term we don't really you have this on our roadmap to develop it. But yeah, like if there is enough of a demand for it, we definitely will want to put it on the roadmap. Um, then there's a question from like Mark, who says Ally does not work for me when the phone is in standby. Ally only works when the app is running and is on the screen. When will this be fixed? I have tried uh, various. I have tried different options. I have tried different iPhones with the same result. Like Mark, this sounds very unusual. Once you have activated the call, like you can lock your phone and the Ally call will still be active and you will still be able to use Ally then as well. So if for some reason that's not working for you, happy to jump on a call and figure out why, because yeah, it is working definitely in all the tests we've been doing here, but also with a lot of our users out there. This does seem to work. So yeah, if there is a specific issue that's you're preventing it from working on yours, would be happy to jump on a support call and help you. So just shoot us an email to support@ally.me, and our team will make sure that you have a call set up with someone from our team to actually understand what's going on in your case. Um, there's a question from Elisa Holmes. Why is Ally acting like I'm on the free version? Um, Not sure what you mean, Alyssa, but yeah, if it's actually, sort of capping you off after, 3 minutes or your 10 minutes when it should not be doing that, let us know. If that's the case, we can definitely, debug that and fix the issue if there is. So yeah, just, if you could shoot a mail to support@ally.me again, our team can look into this and fix it for you. It should not be that hard to fix, yeah. Steve Simper says, a question for me, why can't I find a way to return my glasses? You require me to obtain a return label from you, but you won't send me one. Steve, the return process is pretty simple. We sort of have always, you had this similarly on our website and stuff. So the way it works is that, yeah, you have to return the unit back to us through whichever your carrier that you want to. So you can pick whichever is the carrier you would want to use to send the unit back to us. We don't sort of cover the return shipment cost, because as you could imagine, that would be significant cost for us if we did that across the board internationally for everyone. So we do ask you to use like a whichever shipping carrier that you want, and return the shipment back to us. And then once we have the unit, we'll just inspect it to see if there is any like a noticeable your damage to the device. If all is good, then we simply will issue you like a refund. So yeah, it's a pretty simple process. But if you have any more doubts, you're happy to walk you through it. Uh, there's a question from like Martia, who says, I have a couple of questions. First, I noticed Ally works a bit slowly. Is there plans to make it a bit faster in the future? Second question, is there a plan to introduce people recognition on Ally? So the answer to both of them is yes. We do intend to make things a bit faster. In fact, there is currently an update that's about to go out in the Play Store and App Store that will already make it significantly faster. We have been able to optimize things quite a lot and done a lot of changes where it is actually very, very fast. So there is definitely update that is coming that will make it faster. And people recognition is a feature that we will be introducing within Ally itself. So it's definitely in the roadmap for us to do so. Okay, let me now bring some people with raised hands onto the panel before we move on. Uh, I have a person with a phone, a number, so I don't know the person's name, but I'm going to bring you on. So if you could unmute yourself and ask us your question. It's a phone number ending with 888.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you
Okay,
doing?
thank you. Good, thank you. I appreciate you taking my call. My question is, I was surprised that to find that each time I use Ally, use my glasses, I have to go to the Bluetooth setting and get it connected to my phone. Other devices that I have used just automatically connect, and I don't have to go to the Bluetooth setting. Is there something that can be done about that, or?
That should not be the case. So yeah, it should automatically connect just like any other Bluetooth device as well. So you don't have to go to the Bluetooth setting, but maybe I'm gonna bring in a KK to see if he has a better answer or perhaps knows why this could be happening for you.
Um, hey, I think the thing is, you should be able to or like the glasses will automatically connect via regular Bluetooth to your phone. There's no need for you to specifically, connect your glasses every single time. So the way it would work is, let's say, your glasses are turned off, and usually even if you have, not used it for a while, it's turned off. You tap on the virtual bump, and then that basically turns on the glasses. And once the glasses turn on, and if you have already paired your glasses with your phone, the glasses will take a few seconds to make that regular Bluetooth connection, and you will hear the words connected. And once you hear the words connected, you can open up the Ally app, and you can simply wait for the glasses to also just quickly connect with the Ally app, and then you can start having a conversation with Ally. Now, what I want to understand from you is, when you turn on the glasses, does your glasses say connected, or does it not say the word connected, and it just keeps quiet?
The glasses will say pairing, after it announces the battery level, it'll say pairing, and then
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
wait, and then it's not connecting, and so I figure I have to go to the Bluetooth, and in the Bluetooth, for that the Solos device, it says not connected.
Mm. Yeah, so I think that's I think that's the problem right there, right? So what you should do is, the pairing process is something you only have to go through once. You don't have to go through that multiple times. So I would say just tap and hold on the power bump, the virtual bump that's there. Tap and hold on it until you hear the power high or power okay. And the moment you hear it, just, take your hands off it, right? So that's what you can do. And then, that way the glasses don't go into pairing mode every single time. And you don't have to pair your glasses before you can have a conversation. So just get to the point where it says power high or power okay, and then remove your finger from the power bump, and then you don't have to pair your glasses again. Yeah.
Okay, that's simple enough.
Yeah.
Now, if I may ask one more quick question, each time I use my glasses, do I need to go through and pair my glasses with the app? With
No,
the app
you don't
itself,
have
both.
to. Yeah. So you don't have to do that, right? Just like how you just need to pair your glasses with the Bluetooth on your phone once, that's the same thing for the Ally app as well. All you need to do is, just pair it, go through the pairing flow once, and then you simply have to just turn on your glasses. The glasses will stay connected. Once they're connected via regular Bluetooth, open the Ally app. It just takes about a second or two for the glasses to go from connecting to connected. On the home screen, there's a card that will tell you the
Mm.
status and the battery percentage, and then you can simply double tap on the glasses, start having a conversation, lock your phone, put it away, and Ally is there for you to chat.
Okay, that sounds good. I will go ahead and do that then. Thank you so much. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
thank you so much.
Sure.
All right. Thank you. And then I'm going to bring on Hector Hernandez to the call. Hector, you can unmute yourself and ask us your question.
Hello?
Yes, Hector.
Hello? Hey, how y'all doing first of all?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, how are you?
I just want to say I'm doing good. I just want to see what a privilege it is to test out Ally. I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, very much.
Thank you, Hector. I
It,
appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much.
one thing though, I'll tell you one thing it does like, when it's on lock screen, and it does
Hmm.
work. It does work. But every like, it'll like I would talk to it, and even if there's background noise in the room, it'll stop saying what it's saying, and then say something different. Like if one of my
Oh,
devices start talking, it'll say whatever that voice is talking about.
Do you mean that does the audio loop in on itself? Do you mean that, or do you mean the Ally picks up voices or sounds
Yeah,
around?
it does pick them up. It does pick them
Okay,
up.
okay, okay, got it. So the primary problem is you're saying is you're having a conversation with Ally and it tends to pick up stray voices or sounds and then just stops, midway what it's saying and stuff like this. Is that what you're saying?
Right, right.
Okay, okay. I would strongly suggest using the walkie-talkie mode on the glasses then, because it's specifically designed for environments where it might be a little bit noisy or there might be multiple people in the room. And AI
Right.
technology still hasn't gotten really good enough to differentiate between the primary voice and other people's voices. So I'd say try and have yeah, like you could use the walkie-talkie mode on the glasses for
Yeah, I
for
do
the
use
car
that.
for it to have.
'Cause I use it on my phone and tablet.
Okay.
I don't actually
Yeah,
have
on
the
the
glasses.
glasses as well, you can use walkie-talkie mode. I would suggest doing that.
Yeah, thanks. Like I said, I don't have the glasses,
Okay.
but I use my phone and tablet, which I think works pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Oh,
But I do love it. So thanks again.
Thank you,
thank you,
Hector.
Hector. Thank you. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. All right. Let's tackle a few more of the Q&As before we bring back more people in. Yessi Anderson says, thanks for the updates for users who have subscribed to your Pro prior to the glasses are released. Will the subscriptions be fixed so the extra year with the glasses be added to existing Pro membership instead of overwriting subscription dates? I subscribed in July, but my subscription now says end of October when I got my glasses. Thanks. So yeah, it does get added on. So it basically, like what matters is the date of subscription. So is the date of your pairing. So it starts, so you get a 1 year from the date you pair your Ally Solos glasses with your Ally app. So you will get a 1 year of the Pro subscription from that date onwards. So if you did do the pairing, let's say in October of this year, so you will have access to Ally your Pro until the October of next year. So that is how it should work. If for some reason if it's not reflecting that way for you, just let us know. But yeah, in a principle, that's how it is supposed to work. There's a question from like Paulette who says, a bot for a gift unable to connect to giftee's phone. How can the account be transferred? Birthday is in a few days. Um, I'm not sure if I understand your question correctly, Apolita, but I'm assuming you bought the Ally Solos glasses as a gift and it's unable to connect to their phone. Can the account be transferred? Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah,
Gift
but maybe you
unable to
could
connect to
clarify,
giftee's
and
phone.
if you could send us an email, we would definitely be happy to jump on and to offer you the assistance that you need.
Yeah, I think okay, I'll check in with Pauletta.
Okay, then there's a question from Matia who asked, yeah, if there are plans to make Ally work a little bit faster. Yes, that is already the plan. Any plans to bring Ally to blind shell phones? Yes, that's definitely in the roadmap. Like we did with the Envision glasses, we do plan to bring Ally to blind shell as well. We just need a bit more your bandwidth to be able to do that. Uh, right, but the date in the app says October 28 instead of July. Uh, which is correct. Yes, like if you have a paired your app with the Ally Solos glasses on the 20th of October, so then it will be valid until the October of next year. So that's how it works. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure if like if you could email us or send us a screenshot of what you're talking about. If you think there is something off with the pro subscription, we would be happy to help you with that. Um, there's one more anonymous a question which says, I'm not able to have Ally a described scene on the glasses. This was a temporary bug, but it should now have been fixed. So yeah, let us know if you're still having this issue. If you could, like reach out to us, we will double check it. But yeah, there was a small bug due to which the describe scene on the glasses was not working, but we have gone ahead and fixed it, so it should now be working properly. Can solos be paired with two phones? Karan, do you want to answer that?
Yeah, they can be paired with two phones. You can pair, the Ally Solos, the Solos classes on multiple devices. But the only main thing is you need to ensure that you can only connect to one device at a time and have a conversation on one Ally, app instance at a time. So that's the only thing. But you can connect to multiple devices, iOS or Android at the same time.
Cool. Pauletta has replied saying that I've sent an email. It connects to my phone, but not to the Gifty phone. But yeah, we need a bit more details than this, Pauletta, to exactly figure out what is going wrong. When you say it does not connect, we don't know what that means. So yeah, it would be good for us to have more details. If you already sent a mail, we will look into it in our email and get back to you for sure. Okay. Like Byron says, I cannot log in. I get a 400 error message after putting in my phone number. Is it a problem with emails used? I have like a Perit okay, but I cannot use Ally as I cannot log in. KK, you have an answer for that?
Yes, Brian, I think you can go ahead and reach out to me on my email. I'm helping customers with this problem at the moment. Having said that, we have an app update right now that actually fixes this problem for everyone, regardless of this one. So just reach out to me. I'll take care of it right away. And yeah, it should work. Like we've fixed most of the issues, but I'm still seeing, a few people have this problem. We're putting out an expedited release and we'll have a solution for it soon, but reach out to me. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, all right. Let's try to bring on more people before we go on. I'm gonna bring on Dare Junkin. Dare Jenkinson, if you could.
Hi. Hi,
Hey.
guys. Love the glasses. Just have had a problem with them. I didn't use them for a couple of days, and
Mhm.
when I put them away, they were charged. And when I went to use them yesterday, when I put them on, you touch the button and you get the beep, and then you proceed from there. I get no beeps. I get a sound that's almost like a bonk, which I've never ever heard before. So I charged them overnight, thinking somehow they became uncharged. I took off each side of the glasses, put those back on, and get exactly the same thing. So they will not power on and make any of their normal beeps. It's just a crazy bonk sound, and it only does it when they're plugged in. I
So
didn't
if
mean
I
to stump you guys.
No, 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 no. I'm just trying to understand the question here. So you're saying that you're connecting the glasses and you're hearing a bonk sound, and I'm here by glasses, I mean you're talking about the Ally Solos glasses, right?
My Eye Solar glasses. So the website, of course, is fine. I can use that fine. So
Okay,
then I went to, just put the glasses on. They're paired. I've been using them for weeks now. And
okay.
that just when I took them out of the case and went to
Mm,
put them on to use them
mm,
yesterday,
mm, mm,
when you press, you don't press, but you feel over the little bump, you usually get, a beep, and then it tells you battery status. You lift your finger before it says pairing because they've already been
mm,
paired, and all I get is a bonk. It's a crazy bonk. And so then I said, well,
mm,
maybe this is what happens if they're completely uncharged. So I put the magnetic charger on them overnight, got up,
mm.
same thing this morning. It won't do anything but that. I had
Okay,
my husband remove the the sides of the glasses, and just because I don't want to do it because I think it might be fragile. So he undid them and put them back in, and it does exactly the same thing.
okay. And have you charged the glasses with the USB-C charging as well?
I have not done that yet.
Okay, I would suggest doing that. So, our general sort of understanding from some users is that sometimes when the glass is fully discharged, connecting them to the magnetic charger and charging them from zero can take a while. So, or it could have some issues. My
Okay.
suggestion is to take out both the arms, right, and then charge them via USB-C. and
Okay.
put them back, in again. And when you're putting them back, and we have a video about this as well on our YouTube channel, so you can definitely take a look at it. We made it specifically for people who want to charge it with the USB-C thing. So you can go ahead, pull out the charging, the arms, put both the arms for charging, and you don't have to put them on for that long as well. So just charge them for like maybe an hour or two maximum, and then you can, push the arms back in again. Make sure you push them harder than usual. So if you think they're in, just go a little bit extra, and then when you put your hand on the power bump, and tap on it, it should make the usual tap sound that you hear.
Okay. And
That's what I would suggest.
I should charge the arms with the USB-C separately?
Yes. So you
Okay.
have two USB-C cables. You
Yeah.
just charge them and separately charge both of them, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
that they charge together at the same time. And then you'll have your battery fully charged.
Okay, and then maybe the magnetic battery will work again, which would be great, because
Yes.
I'm not really excited about, taking those off and putting those back on, being blind. I don't want to
Yeah.
hurt anything. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give that a try, and I thank you so much for
Thank
these
you so
glasses.
much.
Okay,
No,
take care.
appreciate it.
Theo, it's Vanessa here. Just really quickly, I've got the link to the video that Kartik mentioned, which is the tutorial. I'm just going
Okay.
to drop it here in the chat for everybody, and so please check that out. But also, if you just go to the main Envision YouTube channel, there's a whole playlist with tutorials. So please let us know how you get on as well.
Okay, I really appreciate you guys. You have no
Thank you
idea.
for the feedback. Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Cool. Yeah, let's go back to a Q&A. There is a question about speeding up the voices. Kanan, do you know how people can do that? I think there's an update on the way, right?
Yeah, there's an update on the way. So if you are a beta tester, you have access to it. If you're not a beta tester, then you probably have to wait just a little longer, and then you'll be able to adjust the speed of your ally.
Cool. There is a question from somebody who says, I want to be able to change my phone number to a different country. How to do that?
There is no way within the app that you can possibly do that. But please write to support. Mention this as a request. They'll be able to help you with it.
Right. There's a question from Odao who says that I make order before a 1-1, but I don't receive tracking link number. Yes, Odao, there's been a bit of a delay, but yeah, like it should all be in a process now. So you should receive your tracking links by end of this week or early next week. Now the shipping has started going out smoothly. So yeah, it should be on its way to you very shortly. All right, let's bring more people in. I'm gonna bring in Sheldon. Sheldon, you can unmute yourself and ask us a question.
Hello, how you doing? Can you
Good,
hear
good.
me?
Sheldon. Yes, Sheldon.
Yeah, this is Sheldon with the BBA. How y'all doing? My question, are y'all planning on adding the companion app in the future on the glasses?
It is in the roadmaps. It is definitely a bit more tricky because of how the video is being streamed between the glasses and the phone. So it's not very straightforward, but yeah, we have an approach that we can take to stream video. So it is definitely in the works.
And one other question.
hmm
Which option should I use if I'm trying to read street signs? Because I'm having problems with it reading the street signs. When it does read the street signs, it's giving me the wrong street sign, and I have to be right up under the street sign before it reads it. Should I use the Strive scenes or should I use
Are you are using
Tecmo?
the are using the like the Ally app or the glasses like
Using the glasses. Using the glasses.
The Envision classes or the Ally
No,
Solos classes?
LI Solos.
All right. I think so there are your two things you can do. Like I think your first one is just simply ask it, but the second one would be if you actually ask it to if you use the word scan in like the question that you ask, then
Hmm.
it'll actually go ahead and do an OCR on the image, and that will always give you the more accurate answer. So for street sign, which I'm assuming should be fairly like a big in size, I think you should be able to just ask it to read the street sign without using the OCR option. But if you're not getting a good enough of an answer when you just ask it to read the street sign, you can say something like, scan and read this street sign to me. Then it will invoke the OCR, and then it should definitely, like read any piece of your text out for you.
And one last question. When y'all push the updates, how would I know that an update isn't available? Does it pops on the screen, or is it going to be done through the app, or how is the updates going to be done so I know that there's an update for my glasses?
Yeah, so on the App Store and the Play Store, like normally updates are like are set to automatic updates. So you should automatically be receiving these updates if you're on App Store or the Play Store, and you have that setting on, which is the default for like most people. So you don't need to really do anything, and your app will auto update as and when there is a new update available.
And my final question, where would I find the release notes when the update occurs? Where would I find the release notes?
So it will be within the App Store and the Play Store itself. So when you go to the App Store and you go to the Ally page within the App Store, it does have a release notes for each of the releases,
Okay.
inside of it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, Sheldon, thanks a lot.
All right.
All right. More a question. There's a question from Yoshira who says, "Thank you for Ally Solos glasses. I'm wondering when they will be able to provide live AI support." That's a big feature that's in the works. That's what like Akeke was talking about earlier. That like that will be a big focus for us to be able to do a lot more with a live AI feature. So it's definitely in the works, and I think a big focus for us in the new year. Let me bring on like Ricky London. Ricky, you can unmute yourself and ask us a question.
Hi. First of all, thank you all for all that you're doing. And I have been able to do a lot of different things with using both my Solos glasses recently and the Envision glasses before that. I may have some helpful information, but I don't know if I'm right. So I'm glad that you're all there to correct me if I'm wrong. What I have sort of figured out is that if I will check my battery status before I turn my glasses off, and if it's down to, say, 20 something, go on and plug them in, and it will say power, whatever it says, power low, power whatever, when I actually put the magnetic charger on. And that way I know that they're being charged. I had the same experience that the lady earlier mentioned and had to figure out what to do. And strangely enough, I touched down there where the hinge on the glasses is, and they started working again. So I don't know what that had to do with anything, but I did figure out that they generally, I think, maybe more than generally, that they'll talk if you've got about 20% or something and you turn them off and you go ahead and charge them.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I think that's a really good feedback, Ricky. You appreciate that.
And I really don't have a question. I just wanted to mention that and that I'd had the same experience and
Got it.
worked out. One thing that was odd while I've got your attention
Hmm.
on my Envision glasses and on Ally on my phone, I had a honey bun actually. And it told me, it couldn't tell me exactly what it was, but it said it looks like some sort of a cookie, which is as correct as I can expect. But with my Solos glasses, it
Hmm.
told me that it looked like I was holding meat of some kind, chicken or burger, hamburger or something. And it did the same thing with my wife's Solos glasses. And the Solos glasses were the only ones that said that. And I asked Ally on the Solos, why did you think that was meat? And got an explanation, something similar to it. It wasn't very clear what was in the package, but that it looked like something with swirls or had that appearance. So I just thought it was odd that the phone and the Envision glasses got it right, but the Solos glasses thought it was meat.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I think that's one of the things that happens sometimes with AI. It's very hard for us to know why it makes certain determinations at with like some things and certain different determinations
And
in
that's
with
something I've
some
learned
things.
about AI. It's very helpful. It's very, but it certainly cannot be 100% correct all the time.
Yeah, yeah, no, I think that's the case with any AI right now. That yeah, like it
Exactly.
will sometimes surprise you with how accurate it can be, like stuff you won't expect it to get, it will get. But then sometimes other things that you think it should be able to get, it will actually make mistakes. So yeah, that's. But I'm pretty hopeful that stuff like this will just be improve from from like here on out. But yeah, I think you can always expect these odd miss that AI will continue to do.
Sometimes it has a bad day like the rest of us.
That's a good way to think of it, yeah.
And thank you once again for everything that you do and look forward to what's upcoming.
Thank you, Ricky. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. We are over time, but I do want to bring in Pauletta, who has been having some issues with allies, to see if we can very quickly help her out before we jump off. Yeah, hey, Pauletta, you can unmute yourself and ask us your question.
Okay, am I unmuted?
Yes.
Okay, good afternoon and thank you for having me. I'm a bit anxious. As I indicated, I bought the glasses as a gift
Hmm.
for someone in my
Hmm.
household, but I've not been able to connect to his phone. The glasses, I thought there was a problem, so I tried it with my phone and it worked. So I'm thinking that maybe it is my account that is the issue. And I would love some assistance to get that straightened out because his birthday will be in a few days and I would really like for him to have the glasses. He's blind.
Sure. I can help with that, Pauletta. Like I think I need to understand a little bit more about what it means when it's not connecting. So are you able to pair the glasses with his phone? Are you able to like go through the pairing process with his phone?
What happens when you go on the phone to try and pair it? You just have this little spinning thing going on. But with mine, it went through
Hmm.
seamlessly. But with his, it just kept spinning and nothing happened.
And does he have an iPhone or does he have an Android
He
device?
has an Android.
Okay, he has an Android device. Okay, I'm going to do one thing. I've given you my email address, right? I'm one of the founders of the company. You can just quickly just drop me an email, and I will share my calendar with you. You can pick a time from your, the earliest available time slot you can pick. I'll have my Android engineer on call, and then we're going to sit down and we're going to just go through this and fix this together. If you have access to his phone, that would be great, so that we can actually see what is going on his device as as you're going through the pairing flow. One thing I would suggest, if you have access to his device, I would say please ensure that you have completely disconnected the glasses from your phone, and you have the glasses in pairing mode, and you're able to, and you've removed all connections from your device, if you're going to be trying it on his. If you can try that for me one more time, drop me an email. I'll send you my calendar. We'll get on a call and we'll fix this. Yeah.
Okay, I have in fact sent you an email just now,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So I did unpair my
Yes.
actually I only paired my phone after his would not connect. That's when I paired my phone, but
Okay.
I
And
have
do you
since
have an
unpaired it.
iPhone?
No, I have a Samsung. He has a
Okay.
Samsung as well.
Okay, got it, got it. So you unpaired the glasses from your phone, and you have like also unpaired it from the Ally app, and then you try to pair it on his when it wasn't working.
No,
Is that
right.
correct?
No, I tried his first. When it didn't work, I
Yes.
paired it with
Okay.
mine. All right.
Okay.
Okay. But I
And then
have
when
unpaired it
okay, so you have unpaired it right now as well after
from
pairing
mine.
it.
Yes, from mine.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
unpaired it from mine.
Okay.
Right. Mhm.
Yes, I have sent you my calendar link right now. You should have received it, right now. And then yes, you can just drop me a quick, pick a time that is earliest available. I'll get on a call with my Android engineer and resolve this for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All righty.
All right, then. Cool. Thanks for that. And I think with that, we will have to bring this webinar to a close. I know there are still a few more questions that we have not been able to answer, and I still see a raised hands. But yeah, we would, like we are out of time. So yeah, we would want to bring this to a close. But if there are pending questions, definitely reach out to us, to our support account. I know that our support, our responses is slower than your usual because of this immense amount of tickets that we have currently to fulfill. But we are all working overtime. We are sort of going to be like working through the holidays to make sure you all do have a response to all the questions that you've been asking in a timely way. So yeah, if there is anything you're burning that we are not being able to answer on this call, definitely reach out to us, and we will definitely answer as soon as we can. But with that, I want to wish all of you your happy holidays as you go into the cheerful a year, and a happy a new year as well, because the next webinar that we will do will be in the new year. But of course, we will have a lot more interactions with you in the meanwhile. But for now, I want to thank all of you for taking the time out and joining us on this webinar. I hope you all have a good day ahead. Bye bye.